Hello everyone, welcome to the Untitled channel. This is Amy Tong. Today, I have this beautiful and super festive recipe to share with you. The Chinese Mid-Autumn Festival is coming up in less than a week. And of course, you need to have mooncakes for the celebration. And this mooncake recipe I'm gonna share with you is one of the most popular this year. Follow me to the kitchen and I'll show you how to make these lava custard mooncakes, also known as 流心奶黃月餅 in Chinese. There are three components to this dessert. The outer layer is the mooncake skin, the middle is the custard filling, and in the center is the lava filling. I'll show you step by step on how to make each one. Let's start with the center lava fillings. And we will need 5 salted egg yolks. Separate the salted egg yolks from the egg whites and give them a good rinse. Steam the salted egg yolks over high heat for about 10 minutes or until they are cooked through. Smash with a fork until they turn into fine crumbs. Then add in half a cup of powdered sugar, quarter cup of custard powder, half a cup of milk powder, 5 tablespoons of evaporated milk, and 7 tablespoons of butter. Mix them all together until there's no big lumps. Pass the mixture through a sieve. This will ensure your mixture is nice and smooth. For mooncakes, the ratio of the fillings and the skin is very important. This is why we need to precise and measure our ingredients with a kitchen scale. For the salted egg yolk lava filling portion, we will need 15 grams for each mooncake. The sphere-shaped silicone mold really comes in handy. I'll list the product link below this video for your reference. Cover with a piece of plastic wrap and place it in the freezer for about 2 to 3 hours or until they are completely frozen. Next, let's prepare the custard filling by adding half a cup of custard powder, half a cup of milk powder, 3 tablespoons of sugar, a pinch of salt, and whisk them all together. In a separate bowl, add in 2 large eggs and give them a quick whisk. Whisk in half a cup of coconut milk, 5 tablespoons of evaporated milk, and 2 tablespoons of melted butter. Mix the wet ingredient into the dry ingredients until they are well incorporated. Transfer the custard fillings onto a lightly greased plate and steam it for about 10 to 12 minutes. Remove the cooked custard from the heat and let it cool off slightly. When it's cool enough to handle, transfer the custard to a plastic wrap and knead it a few times. You can lift up the corner of the plastic wrap for the kneading, or if you have a disposable glove, you can use that as well. After a couple minutes of kneading, your custard filling should turn smooth and shiny. Wrap it up and let it rest for 1 hour. Portion out 15 grams of custard filling and roll each one into a ball. Place them on a plate and cover with plastic for now. To prepare the mooncake dough, we will need 1.5 cup of all-purpose flour, a quarter cup of vegetable oil, and half a cup of honey. And here's a tip for you. If you measure your oil first, your honey should slide right out from your measuring cup. Mix all these ingredients together until it forms into a dough. Transfer your dough onto a rolling mat and knead it until smooth. Weight and portion out your dough into 20 grams each and roll each one into a ball. Cover the dough balls with a piece of plastic wrap so they don't dry out. It's almost time to assemble, so let's take the lava fillings out from the freezer. Simply push the back of the silicone mold to release them. And here's how to assemble your mooncake. Take a piece of the custard filling and slightly flatten it. Place a piece of the lava filling on top and wrap up the edges. Be sure to pinch all the edges for a good seal. Make sure you work fast so the lava center won't melt on you. When it's completely sealed, roll it in between your palms to form a ball. Take a portion of the mooncake skin and press it in between your palms to flatten it. Press the mooncake skin until it's big enough to cover about 2/3 of the fillings. Place the fillings in the center of the mooncake dough. Push the mooncake dough in an upward motion to cover all the fillings. Be sure to pinch the edges to seal it up. When it's all sealed up, roll it into a slightly oval shape. And here's the mooncake mold that I use. The mold comes with different designs and patterns that you can choose from. Select the disc that you want to use and insert it into the mold. Turn the handle until the disc locks into place and you're good to go. Press the handle a few times to make sure the disc is in place. Brush the mold with a little bit of all-purpose flour to prevent the mooncake from sticking. Roll and dust the outside of the mooncake with some all-purpose flour as well. Carefully insert the mooncake into the mold. Flip the mold right side up onto a prepared baking sheet. Apply gentle pressure and press the handle for a few times. Lift up the mold and the mooncake should release easily. Repeat with the rest of the ingredients and you should get about 20 mooncakes. Chill the mooncakes in the refrigerator for about 30 minutes before baking. That will help the mooncake hold the gorgeous shapes. To prepare the egg wash, whisk together 1 egg yolk and a teaspoon of water. Preheat the oven to a 350 degrees Fahrenheit. Bake the mooncake for 5 minutes to set the shapes. Take them out of the oven and brush the top and sides with egg wash. Return the mooncakes to the oven with the same temperature and bake for another 15 minutes. Place the mooncakes on the wire rack until they cool completely. As with all the mooncakes, they look and taste better after 1 or 2 days. I highly recommend that you store them in an airtight container and enjoy the next day. The skin of the mooncake will soften up and the flavor will blend together. When you're ready to enjoy, warm the mooncake in the microwave for 10 to 20 seconds. The lava center will melt up again. I hope you enjoyed today's tutorial and will give this recipe a try soon. Before you go, please remember to click on the subscribe button and subscribe to my channel. I want to wish you all a wonderful Mid-Autumn Festival with your family. And remember, eat, drink, and be happy. Thank you so much for watching and I'll see you all next week.